What's going on, small fries? We're back. Time Trial Power Hour, episode 31. Here we are on DK Summit. We're about to end out the entire series. I don't know what time that is. I probably set that forever ago. Here's the world record. Glitch O with a 204.775. And when I looked at the leaderboard, this was the only 204 I could find. And it's a .7, which is kind of really crazy. Mine, it's a little better than that. You see, it has more heart. So hopefully we'll be able to PB and maybe beat the world. No, we're not going to beat the world record. I don't know if a 209 is on the table. It might be, but really just a PB is what we're looking for here. So let's go ahead and jump into it. 3, 2, 1. I haven't started the timer at the right time in like, I think 3 weeks, and that's because my capture card has a lot of delay. So what I do is I delay my microphone to sync it up, but I haven't delayed the timer. So whenever I start the timer at the same time as my screen on my TV, it's always a little behind. And what he likes to do at the start is to start wide and then in his boosted wheelie, like turn to the left. Maybe that just gives you a good angle. I'm trying to copy that, and I think it is pretty successful at giving you a good angle. Also, it's pretty successful. I mean, he's the world record after all. Ah! We are met with the bane of my existence, this invisible wall. Why? Why? Like, I'm not hitting the fence, but you can't go through it. I love it when hitboxes make sense in this game. They make a lot of sense all the time. I'm pretty sure you can go as high as you want and it doesn't lose that much time. That definitely loses time, though. You want to get, like, a weird angle off of that slope so that you can turn your wheelie midair. Remember the first time I saw that? I was so confused at how, like, the world record does that. I'm like, how do they turn their angle midair? That makes no sense. And then I, like, tried it, and it made perfect sense. I mean, it makes perfect sense if you know how the Mariokart physics work, because they're quite tricky. Wow, that happened twice. Didn't I mention earlier that that's kind of rare? I'm going to go with it, because I want to see how much time it loses. Oh, okay. That is barely even slower than what I usually get. Whoa, a fly just fell on my screen. He's just chilling there. Oh, no. He's running around. He flew away. Ah, there he goes. Spring has officially sprung, everybody. The flies are back in action. Ah, there we go. Maybe a .9. Not .9. A 209 is within our range. Ah, there we go. I love that fence's hitbox. It makes perfect sense. It has no room for dollars. It's all cents. I mean, they could have spared just one extra polygon in this video game to save me from annoyance for this hour. Come on, Reggie. Why didn't you think ahead for this? Because I know back in 2008 when Reggie was making this game, he was like, you know what? There's probably going to be this guy, like 14 years from now, that's time trialing DK Mountain. And since we extended the fence's hitbox to underneath the fence post, he's going to have a really bad time. You know, he thought of that. He really did. Because Reggie's thoughtful like that, but not in the way you'd expect. He's evilly thoughtful. I mean, it's pretty clear that Reggie made this track. There's literally a giant frowny face on the mountain. And as we all know, Reggie, because he works for Nintendo, hates Nintendo games. Because let's be real here. No one hates Nintendo games like Nintendo does. Like, when Nintendo finds out that they have fans, they flip out. They can't have any of that. Worse, when fans enjoy their games and want to play them, dude, Nintendo hates that. Oh, the fly is back. It's messing up my run. Oh, no. Ooh, I made that. How? If that was an online match, I'd be flipping out right now. So I think I'm going to have to address this sooner or later. Time Trial Power Hour is ending. We all know that. But what to do after Time Trial Power Hour? That's the better question. You see, I have some stuff planned. I have not quite decided exactly what I'm going to do yet, but I've got a couple ideas. They will be similar, maybe not exactly the same as Time Trial Power Hour, but it will certainly be a time trial series. Wow, I've hit that fence an unruly number of times. Like, I usually don't hit that fence at all. It's not that hard to avoid. That's what happens with Time Trial Power Hour, though. I just find new roadblocks to run into the whole hour. Like, there'll be parts of a track where I'm like, wow, I have never failed this much in my entire life at this point ever before. Until I turned on the camera and started recording Time Trial Power Hour. Then it's like my bane of my existence. Oh, and the first turn. But the first turn is always the bane of my existence. Because of the stupid shimmy you have to do right here. And then, getting the mini turbo is so hard. I don't even care if I don't get it. It doesn't save that much time. Why do I keep... What am I doing? Why do I keep doing that? It's like I'm trying to improv every single time, and it's just now becoming muscle memory. Stop doing that, Big Fry. Stop developing new muscle memory. Can't really commentate right now. I've got too much on my mind. Which sounds like it should be the opposite. What I have on my mind, you know how exams are coming up? You see, in most of my classes, we're studying for exams. Except for biology, which for some reason we haven't wrapped up yet. And you see, I have a speciation test tomorrow. And I didn't realize that we were learning speciation till yesterday. So, yay. It's okay. It's nothing Professor Dave can't explain. It's rivaling Moo Moo Meadows. It honestly is. Moo Moo Meadows, dude, that fence. Nothing makes me hate the enclosure movement more than that fence. But this one is starting to make me realize that maybe the agricultural revolution is worse than the industrial revolution. And that's saying something, because the industrial revolution created Parkway. You know, with such a background of Donkey Kong enthusiasm that I have, you would expect me to be treated a little better by Reggie when it comes to DK Mountain. That is not the case. I don't know how to tell Reggie this, but I think he messed up the track when he tried to make it, how do I put this, functional. You're bouncing all over the place like 90% of the time. You see this stuff, dude. I can't get a single mini turbo. That's me right now. You see that mountain? You see that face? That's how I'm feeling. I'm mad at Reggie. I mean, when am I not mad at Reggie? Such a heartless businessman. Wow, I stuck the entire way down. That is rare. What? How far out does that hitbox stretch? Are you kidding? That's past the fence. This is like the edge of it. I wish the hitbox was more like the Cataquack hitbox. Dude, if you haven't seen the thumbnail for the Peach Beach Time Trial Power Hour episode is me, like, with Funky Kong, I think halfway through the Cataquack, and he didn't get hit. The hitbox is very weird on those things, but in a good way. I swear, sometimes I roll back the footage, and I'm thinking like, wow, how did I hit that? Happens all the time. Chain Chomps? Dude, Chain Chomps have weird hitboxes. The mine carts on Wario's Gold Mine? Dude, they're ridiculous. They're huge. The mine carts, like, if you so much as get on their track, they will knock you off. Whoa. I have never seen that happen before. That was kind of cool. No! Okay. I swear if I hit that boulder, that would have been awful. Because I want to see what this lap time looks like. Okay, that's not there. That's not very good. Dude, I just did the beginning like he does. That was crazy. I will never get it like that again, but wow. I'm like, I can still see his name right now. This is insane. There we go. That is like the perfect way to tackle that section. That's what you want to do. Much better. I'm just trying to not hit the walls right now, dude. I'm playing it very safe. I think if you lean down on the bridge, then that nullifies the amount of bounces you get. Only by a little, but it still does. Let's not hit the wall. Dude, I'm going so wide. I'm playing it incredibly safe. Alright, that's a PB, baby. Let's go. 0.5 seconds of PB. And that last lap was good. You know, I'll take that. That's solid besides lap 2. Let's go. That's nice. 209 is the question, the big question of the day. I don't know. I really am not sure if I'll get a 209 because that's a stretch. I would have to do that again plus lap 2 not sucking. And you see, the worst part is I don't know what's making lap 2 bad. It felt the same as lap 3, which felt worse than lap 1, but was the exact same as lap 1. I don't know. I'll leave that conundrum to the time trial gurus. They can tell me what I'm doing. I'm looking at you. I think it's Glitch G that shows up in my comment section a few times. Please tell me what to do, because I have no idea. Have y'all seen that thing where you can get a full, like, 360 in the air? It's pretty cool. Imagine if I did that and, like, it saved time. Obviously it can't, because, I mean, how would it? But if it did, that would be sick. Like, imagine the world record just casually, you know, doing a 360 wheelie midair. You know what, for kicks and gliggles, yes, for kicks and gliggles, we'll invalidate the run. Okay, we'll try again. Alright, this time, for the kicks, the gliggles, and invalidating the run. One more try. Okay, for real this time, let's get the glitch. That was the worst attempt I've ever made. I remember once I made the glitch in a video online. I don't know how I did that. I know you're supposed to hop into it. That's all I know. I don't know anything else. All right, so the next episode is going to be BC3. No, it's not. It's going to be BC64. Excuse me. Bowser's Castle 64 is one that I'm not very good at, but I have beat the Staff Ghost on it. That'll give you a good idea of how well I'll perform there. Now, that episode will be streamed. I cannot tell you exactly what day it'll be streamed yet, because I'm not there yet. I'm not that far along in the future. In fact, I'm in the past. If you're watching this right now, this was made Tuesday, and it's probably going to come out either Wednesday or Thursday, probably Wednesday. Means I got to edit a Time Trial Power Hour episode tomorrow. Not the biggest fan of editing. I mean, it's alright. Kinda blows compared to actually making the video. So speaking of glitches, so in my history class, we're getting near the AP exam, which means we're about to do a bunch of, like, dude, I hate the enclosure movement so much. So that means we're about to do a bunch of writing, and LEQs and DBQs and all that fun stuff. So since I have a super good grade in that class right now because all we're doing is turning in work, I have this great idea. So as a piece of specific historical evidence that I'm going to use in my LEQ to support my argument, what I'm gonna use is the bite of 87. Somehow, all right, I'll shoehorn it in. If the prompt is about, like, I don't know, the Glorious Revolution. William III was intimidated by the infamous Bite of 87 incident, which prompted him to send an armada to his so-called fake invasion of England and take the throne for his. Even though that's not exactly what happened at all. He did show up with an armada and an army, but he took the throne pretty peacefully. So far, this run is shaping up to be... oh, nothing! Because of the enclosure movement. God, I love how fences exist, man. You know what the best part is? So my teacher's she's gonna see that I used the Bite of 87 as specific factual evidence. And she's not gonna know what it is. She'll look it up. If you ever want your history teacher to look up the Bite of 87, that's how you do it. You know what would be even funnier? So what if she went to YouTube trying to show us, like, a video for class or something, and then in her feed is Bite of 87, like, FNAF videos. That would be hilarious. It's not just me doing it. A couple of my friends are also gonna do it. So she's gonna read one and be like, what is the Bite of 87? And then read another. What is the Bite of 87? Oh, of course, the infamous moment when King Louis XIV was sabotaged by one of his nobles and lost his frontal lobe. Or, of course, the infamous moment when Frederickson, Duke of Fazbear, got his frontal lobe bitten off by the revolutionaries in the revolutions of 1848. No, how does the world record do it? I swear, I felt like I was doing the same thing he does. You know what? He's just way cooler. He can do that kind of stuff. No problem. Wahoo! I can do a better Diddy Kong impression. Do these fences have eyes on them? What is that? Oh, wait, no, that's just a nail. I wouldn't put it past Nintendo to put eyes on them, though. I mean, they put eyes on everything. They put eyes on the trees. They put eyes on the mountain. I feel like Double Dash was kind of creepy. It had, like, eyes on everything. Eyes on all the signs, too. You've noticed that? There's so many eyes everywhere. Oh, and I don't think I made myself very clear. For the next Time Trial Power Hour episode, yes, it will be streamed, so definitely hop in on the stream. But also, I want all of y'all to give me your best guess as to what my time is going to be. And this is for a reason which will be disclosed later. But just like throw out a number. 235, 234 point something. Just something. What do you think I'm going to get? And please be reasonable. Don't say I'm going to get a 1 minute time. I mean, I might. I don't want to say I won't, but no, I won't. You see this hitbox? What is this? Why did they make the fence so tall? At least make it a little smaller so that the hitbox makes sense. But this, I mean, this is as close as I can get to it. That's stretching it. That's stretching it a lot. What was Reggie thinking, man? So dumb. All right. We are on the 31st episode, and overtime is still useless. We've never done anything worthwhile in overtime. Kind of really want to change that. Okay. We got very close to that fence. I would like to not do that again. Okay, wow, that is a good time. No. Ah, no. Ah. I know that loses time, but I'm curious as to how much time. And our lap 1 was extremely good. So I'm just going to keep going. Stupid enclosure movement, man. Kind of wish the agricultural revolution never happened. That stupid fence with its stupid hitbox ruining my day again. Aw, man, that Reggie really has it after me, doesn't it? That was the best I'll ever do the intro. Call it the intro. The beginning section. It would suck if I messed up the rest of the track. Dude! We only have like 4 minutes until we're in overtime. And I have not been hyping it up enough. Overtime's gonna be crazy. I'm telling you, this is the time to feel the rhythm, if you will. Maybe not exactly right now. Okay, we're gonna get all of our fence hitting out of the way. Oh, you like that low trick? Definitely makes everything way faster. Alright, I'm gonna go wide now. I'm gonna hit the boulders now. I'm gonna hit this fence. Do you think anyone's ever run into that fence before? What is the purpose of this? You can't even fall in this crack. What is this design flaw? Look, I'm floating on nothing. Typical Reggie moment. T-minus 90 seconds to overtime. We're almost there. We're on our last minute. This could be the final run. Nope. Okay, this could be the final run. The run of the ages. Overtime. This could be it. Serious mode. Engage. That's rough. That is rough right there. Okay, the enclosure movement almost ended my entire life. Okay, this run sucks. This really sucks. Oh, yeah, it's done. Really thought we might get somewhere in overtime, but nah. It's alright, though. We PB'd by half a second. That's good. No 209, but, you know, who cares? We'll leave the 209s to Biohazard. Let's go ahead and check the comparison. Alright, so I believe we are... Actually, what are we? 5.6? No, we're not 5.6. Actually, yeah, we are. We're about 5.6 seconds off. Maybe a little less, maybe more like 5.5. About 5.5 seconds off. You know, for a track like DK Mountain, I really wish I time trialed DK Mountain more, but I never do. Not sure why I don't. It's a fun one. I really like DK Mountain, and I never time trial it. Makes no sense. Maybe now's a good time to get back into it, though. But with that, small fries, I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe, stay cute, stay loyal, because I already know you are. And... goodbye.